Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. Today I will explain another situation of CWRV buyers sellers fight on any candlestick wicks. So previously I already explained two situations. Today I will explain another situation, and that is also very important, and people confused in this type of situation. I will try to clear it very easily. Okay. So suppose market create two candlestick here. This is one candlestick, any size or any shapes candlestick. Just we have to follow this candlestick volume. Okay. Suppose this candlestick volume is this one. Okay. And market create another candlestick here. This candlestick, this one. Just we have to follow the upper rejection and the lower rejection of second candlestick, this candlestick. Okay. So in this candle, this candlestick volume is high, and now in this candlestick volume is low. What happened for the next candlestick? And what's the situation here? What's the buyers sellers fight here? So in this case, we can easily understand this candlestick volume is very high. That means the volume here by the seller side is very high volume. The sellers are very stronger in this candlestick here. Okay. That's why next candlestick formed as a bearish candlestick. So now what happened for the next candlestick? Next candlestick start from here, and buyers enter from here first of all, and it pushed the market up. But what do we mean by this type of rejection? This type of rejection meaning is these strong sellers didn't allow these buyers, and these sellers push the market here to down. That means these strong sellers with high volume shifted here to here. That's why these buyers didn't go more up, didn't enter in this seller's room. That means these sellers and these strong sellers didn't allow these buyers to enter in its room. So these strong sellers push the market from this point to down. Okay. And these strong sellers with high volume push the market down, and it create a strong body candlestick by the seller side. It's okay. But buyers try to enter from that area, but it failed to go more up because of these strong sellers. So sellers created a strong body candlestick. It's okay. But what the volume situation? What's the volume condition? These high volume sellers enter from here, push the market down. It created a strong body candlestick. That is okay. But if we observe the volume condition, volume is low here. Although sellers created a strong body candlestick here, but sellers failed to maintain its own volume. That means the seller's volume is low here. Sellers fail to increase its own volume. That means sellers decrease its own volume. Sometimes what happens? Buyers decrease sellers' volume. I already explained that part. If the situation like this type of, suppose this candlestick and this candlestick, this volume, this candlestick volume, this one, and this candlestick volume, this one. So what happened in this case? In this case, sellers are stronger, it's okay. Volume high, it's okay. Sellers stronger with high volume, they didn't allow buyers. They push the market here to here, but buyers again enter from here, and it pushed the market from this point to up, and finally this candlestick is a weak body candlestick by the seller side. That time what happened? Buyers fight this high volume sellers, high volume, and the buyers decrease the sellers volume here. But in this case, these buyers fail to fight with this sellers volume. If buyers fight with the sellers high volume, that time the candlestick with like this type of, it will create a very weak body candlestick here. That time buyers decrease sellers volume. But here what happened? Sellers decrease its own volume in this case. So when sellers decrease its own volume, that time what happened? We can expect next candlestick go up. We can expect next candlestick go up. So in this case, the sellers, buyers decreasing sellers volume. That time sellers are weak here. Buyers invisibly stronger here. So next candle up. Here also same thing. Sellers fail to maintain its own volume. That means sellers decreasing its own volume. That means sellers are weak here. Invisibly buyers are stronger here. That's why buyers will again enter in the market. So people confused in this both situation. They think that, okay, so this is a weak candlestick, now market may go up, but this is a strong candlestick, now market fall down. No, it will not happen like this. So when we see these strong sellers with high volume shifted here to here, it didn't allow the buyers to enter in its room. Strong sellers with high volume push the market down here to here, and it created a strong body candlestick. It's okay, but we must follow the volume condition also. When this candlestick formed, sellers failed to maintain its own volume, sellers failed to increase its own volume. Volume is decreasing. That means sellers are not powerful here. In this case, buyers fight here, but it's not so strong fight. That means buyers are not decreasing sellers volume, sellers decreasing its own volume because of this volume shape, this volume size. That's why in this case, sellers weak, buyers stronger. That's why we can expect next candlestick go up. And in this case, what happened? I already explained. Buyers fighting with the sellers and buyers decreasing sellers volume here, and sellers created a very weak candlestick here. That means sellers weak here, so we can expect next candlestick go up. So that's the situation. Both two types of situation. When market creating this type of situation, sellers decreasing its own volume, but here buyers decreasing sellers volume. After this fight, buyers decreasing sellers volume. That's why sellers weak, next candlestick up. And here sellers volume is low. That means sellers decreasing its own volume. That's why sellers are weak. So we can expect next candlestick up. I think it's now very clear to everybody. So now I'm going to the chart and trying to explain there, trying to show you one example. Then it will more clear to everybody. Okay, let's go to the chart. Okay, so this is Euro JPY pair, and market condition here is the downtrend market condition. But we have to take this situation at that area, this situation. These two candlestick we can take, and we can analyze these two candlestick. After that, we can take a decision for this candlestick, which direction we have to place our trade. Okay. So first of all, if we observe these two candlestick volume, this candlestick volume is high and this candlestick volume is low here. Although this candlestick is a strong body candlestick. So what happened in this case? This candlestick volume is high. That means sellers are powerful in this case. Okay. So when this candlestick start forming from here, these buyers push the market up. But these strong sellers with high volume didn't allow these buyers to enter in this area, in this seller's room. That means these strong sellers with high volume shifted here to here. and it pushed the market down. Push the market down here to here. Buyers enter from here. These buyers again push the market up, but this rejection is not so strong rejection here by the buyer side. That means this fight are not a strong fight here by the buyer side. That means when these strong sellers shifted here to here with high volume, their volume was high here, it's okay. But when they created a strong body candlestick here by the seller side, but they failed to maintain its own volume. That means sellers volume are not high here. Sellers volume low here. So when this seller's volume low, that means sellers decrease its own volume here. Why? Because these fight by the buyer side are not so strong. Buyers strongly fight with the sellers, and if buyers decrease sellers volume, that time we will get a weak body bearish candlestick here, like this shape with a strong rejection, like this type of rejection here. But what happened? Buyers fail to fight with these strong sellers here. Sellers created a strong body candlestick, it's okay, but sellers decrease their own volume here. So why? Because the volume is low here. If the volume is high by the seller side, in this case, like this type of volume high, so next candlestick again fall down. But it didn't happen here. So when we see this is strong body candlestick, but volume is low, so that time we can expect next candlestick up. That means sometimes what happens? Sometimes buyers decrease sellers volume, that time also market go up, but here sellers decreasing their own volume. So that means sellers are weak in this case. Invisibly buyers are stronger here. That's why buyers will again enter in the market. So by this way, we have to analyze each and every situation, different situation based on this type of upper rejection, lower rejection. So there is a meaning here. This rejection, this rejection, this rejection, each and every situation is different situation. Each and every explanation is different situation, different explanation. So based on that situation, we have to analyze the market to place a successful trade. So first of all, we have to learn each and everything very deeply, very perfectly. Then only we can easily win each and every trade by this type of CWRV, buyer sellers fight analysis in each and every candlestick weeks. So if anybody want to learn CWRV, buyer sellers fight on weeks very deeply, very easily, and price action, VSA, CWRV, Delta River, Forex, contact me by Telegram at the TRUSTEDBNRY and WhatsApp +88017417788986. So thanks for watching my videos.